Ohio, a pick at BetMGM at Central Michigan. Over under 59.5 at BetMGM. Look, there's a lot of unknowns in this game. I don't know if I'll necessarily bet this game, and I've dug into it as deep as you possibly can. The biggest question, the NCAA, I don't know why they haven't granted David Moore his eligibility. He got suspended. So last year, you had Dormandy and Moore starting at quarterback for Central Michigan, who had an incredible turnaround under Jim McElwain. They went from 1-11 to the MAC championship game. Incredible. So McElwain comes, first-time offensive coordinator Charlie Fry. They revamped the entire offense. They go from like an RPO basic college offense to a pro style, and the results were tremendous. They doubled their points average. Crazy. But both of their quarterbacks maybe aren't going to be back because Dormandy graduated, and Moore, who's suspended for a banned substance, who's supposed to be eligible by October 8th. But that was including games that they were already supposed to play. So they filed an appeal, and there's still no word. So if he can't go, which it looks like he can't, I don't know, is you're going to have a freshman going at receipt. You're going to have a freshman.
True freshman
at quarterback. And I don't know. They have great receivers, 2 first-team All-MAC receivers in Ja'Cory Sullivan and Pimpleton. Pimpleton's a great returner as well. They had 2 great backs, 2 2,000-yard backs. I think it was Buffalo and Central Michigan, the only teams in the country that had 2,000-yard backs. But they did lose one of those backs. But they still have Lewis back. Ward is gone. But it comes down to the quarterback, David Moore. If he can't go, then all of a sudden you have a freshman. The defense, extremely stout against the run. I mean, extremely. They can defend the run. 11th in line yards, number 1 in FBS and stuff rate. So most of the defensive line contributors back. Michigan transfer decided to opt out. They have a Texas A&M transfer coming in. Diallo should help. They led the nation in tackles for loss percentage on run plays. So this is a team that very stout up front. But the secondary is the biggest question of this entire team because they revamped it all. The entire thing is brand new. They had a freshman who looked great, and McKinney Harper. He got arrested, then kicked off the team. Governor transferred. Braswell transferred. So you have Bracy there, who started 6 games at corner last year. They moved him to running back because they lost Ward. They had no depth behind Lewis. So they have a brand new secondary. Now, what it is it's Power 5 transfers. You have Edwards from Florida. McElwain recruited him to when he was at Gainesville. You have Bowens from Iowa State. You have McNary, who came from a community college. And as of now, it looks like those are going to be your 3 starting cornerbacks. Talent, yes. Power 5, yes. But it's a brand new secondary. That'll probably make or break this defense. A lot of unknowns. Ultimately, it comes down to the quarterback position. We still don't know much about it. Quick look at Ohio. Again, who's their quarterback? Armani Rogers, your boy from UNLV. Or Rourke, not that Rourke, his younger brother. Rogers more of a runner. Rourke, who did so much for them, who just graduated. His younger brother, more of a thrower. He's trying to come in, and who are they going to go with? They might go with 2 quarterbacks. I don't know. What do you see here?
Yeah, I hear everything you say about Central Michigan and the fact that their defensive line is stout. I mean, number 1 in stuff rate, 14th power success. 11th in line yards. And listen, both of these teams return a whole bunch on defense, 78% for Ohio returning production, Central Michigan, 77%. Central Michigan had a much better defense. The thing that I think we need to focus on is that Ohio is not a passing team. They are not a quick strike, deep strike passing team. Frank Solich prefers, at least during the Nathan Rourke era, we're kind of doing a zone read and we're running the ball and pressuring defensive ends. If you have good defensive ends, you can beat Ohio. I don't think Solich is going to go off of that. I think it's one of the reasons Armani Rogers came to Ohio is because he probably saw what Nathan Rourke was doing with the zone read and said, man, that's perfect for me. I mean, if you look at any Armani Rogers tape from UNLV from his freshman season, a kid can rip some runs off. And I think if he's the one that's a quarterback, then you put the focus on the Central Michigan defensive ends on if they can do anything with this. That being said, if the only way to attack this Central Michigan defense is through the air. That's not Ohio's game, so that would make me want to take Central Michigan. I have the game lined as a pick. Had the Sunday morning projection piece come out on all my lines, and I had this one directly on a pick. Lined opened up at a pick today, so no play for me here. But let's look and see if Armani Rogers is playing. If he's not, if it's Kid Rourke or one of the other quarterbacks that are playing for some reason, then this is a Central Michigan play probably.
Yeah, I mean, Ohio has to replace everything. Hagan at safety. Maybe the defense will be a little better in the second year of the system. My whole thought process, what are we going to get from Central Michigan's freshman quarterback? I don't know. But I do think that the way that you attack or should be able to attack the Central Michigan defense is by throwing it, which would mean that the younger Rourke, who apparently has like a cannon of an arm, he's not as much of a runner. He would be the guy that you would start. But if they start Rogers, he's very inaccurate, but a hell of a runner. But that's not how you attack Central Michigan. So a lot of questions. We'll have a lot of stuff up on this game.